So, I'm back. It has been a harrowing travel day, and I just have so much to share with you. Now, what we are going to be discussing is the very first and hopefully traditional annual credit card creator meetup in Las Vegas that took place over the Labor Day weekend, which was a resounding success. Now, I could not come back into town and not make a video to discuss how great this meetup went. It exceeded all expectations and it actually accomplished something that I didn't think was possible. There's literally no downside. And we humans always seem to find a way to ruin things. And that did not happen this weekend in any way, shape, or form that I am absolutely aware of. But let my intro play, and we will get back to outlining how the weekend went.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
So first things first, you got a bunch of creators who are using redemptions and all sorts of tricks to get to Las Vegas, obviously for as free as possible. Wink, wink. You also had a lot of people who were converging on their travel plans. Case in point, I had the absolute pleasure of actually meeting Calby Ng in the Delta Sky Club in Atlanta before we ever even got to Vegas, only to find out me and him were on the same flight coming into Vegas. So that was really cool. I was able to meet him, his lovely wife. With this community, it's like we met and it was like we had already known each other. It's like we had met before, even though it was our very first time meeting. It was a great time, a lot of fun. We had some laughs after I got a little work done. And then we flew into Vegas together. Now, once we got into Vegas, that Friday, there were a lot of thunderstorms and there was a lot of rain. And Vegas is not built for drainage. I don't know if you've ever been. It's pretty much an oasis right in the desert, so they don't really expect a lot of rain. So if a reasonable amount falls, then you get a lot of flooding, which there was. And it seems that a lot of other creators ran into these issues as far as delayed flights go and things of that nature. So Friday wasn't really looking as bright as we had hoped, but that night everyone was able to make it in, even though they were on altered schedules. Luckily, everyone made it in safe, which we are thankful for. Now, the day and the night of the meetup, which was the Saturday, it was almost electric. I remember waking up and I was just excited because I knew that all the planning, everything that, had been said, everything that had been put out, live streaming from Italy to give you guys a view, Luke originally putting it out there, and all the work that had went into making this weekend a reality was about to come to fruition. It was all planned. There was so much anticipation, and I was lucky enough to meet up with some of my all-time favorite creators. And in the end, we had about a strong 20 creators. Now, I've gone over this list and I have double checked it. I do not think I've missed anybody. I literally went through all my pictures. I did not miss anybody. I'm fairly confident. So, but during the day, I was able to meet up with a few creators, and I tell you what, the internet really doesn't do a lot of people justice. And I'm actually going to tell you the creators that were there and my opinions on all of them. And spoiler alert, there's nothing negative. Because if it was negative, I would say it. Because I'm a human being and I'm going to give you the truth. But honestly, there's nothing negative to be said. These are amazing people who do amazing work and they should be applauded for it. And I got a couple special thanks as well. So just so you know, all of these creators' channels will be linked in the description of this video. So first up on the list, and this is in no particular order, but I just want to make sure I recognize every creator who took the time to come out to Las Vegas. It was something, and it is something to be appreciated, and that's in addition to the subscribers. So first up on the list is going to be Juan Pablo Gonzalez. He's a small creator who is a big time name in the credit community Discord. He has been there for quite some years. He's amassing a great amount of knowledge with credit cards. Super awesome guy to be around. I was able to do some collaborative work with him while we were there. Next up, we have Manny Covington. I would implore anybody who is anybody to check out his channels. Honestly, when you meet Manny Covington in person, you can't help but smile. This guy has an infectious smile. He has the most buoyant personality I think I've ever met in my entire life. When I tell you this guy is cool, he is cool. I would definitely hang out with Manny any day of the week, man. He is just, the energy that he has literally is compatible with anybody. Period. Manny is one of the creators, because there are more than a few, which I will outline here, that if you ever walk away from Manny and you're not totally happy, I guarantee it's you. You're the problem, and you should probably not be the problem anymore. You see it. This is for my homie Chase. Chase Yokoyama shoots. I did a yearbook of credit card creators, and I voted Chase person I would most like to have a beer with. Well, I tell you what, I had that beer with Chase. I had a couple of drinks with Chase, and Chase is such an awesome human being. Not only now do I owe him more beer, I actually owe him some cereal and definitely dinner. I gotta head out to Hawaii. I gotta hook my boy up, man. Man, I had a great time with Chase. Chase was just amazing. I'm telling you what comes across on the screen. And this is somebody who is very knowledgeable, very versed in what it is that he knows, and he has multiple platforms. He's one of the most down-to-earth people that you could ever meet. You can't not get along with Chase. I just don't think it's possible. He is so relaxed, it's not even funny, man. I was able to spend some time, actually have dinner with him, and you know, he got me to try gelato for the first time, and you can't say no to Chase. He really does like a lot of Shake Shack though, but that's between me and you. And now we're gonna get into somebody who everybody knows. And I'll just give you one hint. That's right, I'm talking about Sledge Inc. Team. Man, I was actually looking forward to meeting him, and I tell you what, even at the meetup, Sledge is a rock star, because Sledge even made an entrance. He came through, he slid in, real cool. But I tell you what, a lot of times people will say that you can't give yourself a nickname. It never really sticks. You kind of got to earn your name. Now, Sledge, first of all, you're the man. I appreciate everything that you do in the credit card world. All the work that you do to pull people together, your knowledge, and from this day forward, if you hear Sledge on this channel, he will be referred to as his proper name, the General. Salute. Now, if we're talking about cool people, let's get cold as ice. And now who we are talking about is Caesar Joel, who was there in the flesh at the creator meetup. And I tell you what, man, all you have to do is sit down with Caesar and just get him to say Puerto Rico. That's it. That's all. This guy is going to crush the Spanish-speaking credit card sphere. I know it. You know it. And if you don't know it, now you know it. Caesar is, man, it's almost at a loss to words, because it's like, I felt like when I saw Caesar and I met Caesar, we were old friends who have been communicating for years, as opposed to just a short time that we've been on YouTube. And it was just great to meet him. It was absolutely wonderful. I look forward to seeing the footage that he shot at the creator meetup. It was just wonderful to make your acquaintance, man. And I'm telling you, I come your way. I'm telling you, you got to be my tour guide. I know you will show me a great time. And coming out to Puerto Rico is definitely flying up super high to the top of my list of travel destinations. Now, Spencer Johnson, he's another creator that I met. And Spencer, if you have not been sleeping under a rock, you understand that he has literally had a rocket on his back. He has had resounding success amongst us very small creators, and he has shot to heights that are really astronomical in a very short time. So shout out to Spencer Johnson for that, and also reaching 10,000 subscribers. But one thing about Spencer Johnson that you have to know is that when you watch his channel, yes, he's delivering a lot of information to you, but when you meet this guy in person, this guy's Mr. Southern Hospitality. It's like when he comes off, like, I guess the way I can consider it, the guy's kind of warm. You know what I mean? You meet him, you think, oh man, you know, young guy, a lot of subs, you know, maybe he might be standoffish. But no, man, Spencer is cool. He's just, you know, he's going to hit you with a y'all, like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all trying to do? Because I'm trying to hang out with y'all, you know what I mean? You're going to listen for that y'all with Spencer Johnson, man. definitely a cool guy, deserves all the success in the world, and I'm happy that he's been successful on this platform. Now back to my boy Calby, who luckily did the face reveal before he got to Vegas. I'm happy he did. But man, like I said before, we met in the Sky Club Lounge. It was great to just sit with him and, just chop it up a little bit. But Calby's true strength is he's got to have been a tour guide in his recent life. When I tell you this guy, he's got everything down to a science, get you there on time. Because of Calby, I tried, I would assume, what are Korean baked goods for the first time, and I had a pretty good experience. And also, because of Calby, I actually tried, well, Calby and others, I actually tried sake for the first time, and I have to tell you, it is all thumbs up. Sake is where it's at. So Calby is super awesome, man. If you ever get a chance to interact with him, please check out his channel. Like I said, all channels are going to be linked here. You got to get with Calby. Super knowledgeable. He let me know the error of my ways with the curve card and my curve trifecta, and I am infinitely appreciative for that. Now, Mr. Matt Welter came through, and I gotta tell you, he's way taller than he looks. Young guy, super nice. He's still the numbers guy, but I tell you, I was actually reminiscing with him about early days of his channel, and I love to see where he has come with this. But when I tell you, Matt Welter is the kind of person who can pretty much slide into any conversation, and it looks like he's been there from the beginning. Very, very warm, welcoming presence, and I am very grateful to have been able to meet and have a beer with him. Luckily, I was able to actually have a beer with a few of the creators before the actual meetup, and Matt Welter was one of them, and I'm very thankful for that. Now, my guy, Stan the Credit Frog, Stan the man. One thing that you don't notice on his YouTube channel, which is fantastic, by the way, looks like it's hurrying towards 5,000 subscribers. If memory serves me correctly, you definitely want to check out his channel. But Stan, if you ever meet him in person, he's a natural born leader. I tell you what, we were all over Vegas. Stan was at the head of the ship, steering it right, making sure everything was good. And then if there was anything, he had no problem, getting with anybody in order to make sure that everybody was taken care of. I tell you what, man, get with Stan. Stan is not just a credit frog. Stan has the plan. Stan is the man. You see how all of that rhymed? You see how I did that and I tied all of that together? But that pretty much is Stan in a nutshell. He's an absolute natural born leader, and I am so honored to have been able to sit down and have a couple drinks with him. And I tell you what, I keep talking about these drinks, and that's because we were at the Waldorf Astoria, and man, if you ever get a chance to stay there, they have some fruity drinks. They're just amazing. And I'm pretty much hooked on them. And I told the wife that we have to actually go back to Vegas and go there and have fruity drinks together. But anyway, Stan's the man. Now, this is an interesting creator here who I've actually met up before. He is one of actually only 2 individuals that I met in person before I actually got there. And that is CJ of CJ's Credit. Anybody who knows me already knows how I feel about CJ. Great guy. My wife loves CJ. They're both Team Rose Gold, but maybe, just maybe, and mind you, I'm not switching from OG, maybe I gotta give CJ a little credit because he might be onto something with the Rose Gold.
Very important. Very important.
It's really Team Classic Gold or Team Rose Gold.
Rose Gold.
Even though they're little stubs.
Which one? Rose Gold? There we go. Team Rose Gold, guys. Team Rose Gold. Just saying. Team Rose Gold wins, guys. I'm just saying. Joy Team Rose Gold.
Team Rose Gold. What just happened? What just happened here?
We got Manny Cavita here.
This isn't right.
We got CJ.
Let's cut this tape right.
I'm never gonna live this down. But I gotta give respect where respect is due. He definitely picked a winner in addition to a very big fish. So congratulations, CJ, on that validation. I'm still Team OG Gold, but it's all love over here, and I still want all of my high fives. Now, this next creator, Josh Butler, editor extraordinaire. I tell you what, this guy has the driest wit. He has like this dry wit sense of humor. It's hilarious. I can hang out with this guy all day. And also, just to let you know, I do believe I was told that Jessica was in attendance, was lurking in the shadows and such and whatnot. But one thing that I noticed about Josh that I just never noticed period before in his videos, he is a big guy. Josh is a big guy. I tell you what, I would never want to be on his bad side. I swear, Josh is built in a fashion where I think his zodiac sign is 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-car garage. But he's one of the nicest guys you could ever meet in your entire life. He is definitely, I'm not going to call him a gentle giant because, like I said, I wouldn't want to get on his bad side. But Josh, I wish you unending success in all of the new milestones that you're about to experience in your life, and just want to let you know it was great to meet you. Now, here's a creator whose page literally doesn't do them justice, and that creator is JP Knowledge. I had a chance to sit down with JP. As a matter of fact, a few of us did, and just listening to his ideas and the things that he has done in the credit sphere and some of his talents, I can tell you right now, first of all, go check out his channel. Second of all, check out his collaborative work with 850 Club with Calvin. You won't be disappointed, but I'm telling you, you're missing a facet, not meeting him in person, because I met him in person, and like I said, his page just doesn't do him justice. This guy is sharp as a tack. He pretty good dresser, and he's just got it together. His talents, his wisdom, his knowledge is literally undeniable, man. And I want to say, JP, if you're watching this, man, I definitely benefited from meeting you. Now, we're almost wrapping up here, but, party ain't a party without RJ. We literally got RJ Financial out of the house. The Cashback King actually took a trip to come meet up with the rest of us, and I am happy he did. RJ, I have a new appreciation for RJ and his knowledge and just his presence, period, because it's no secret. I've said it on numerous occasions. I would not be in the credit cards points and miles space were it not for RJ Financial, because his videos were the first videos that I ever found that outlined a credit card and what it could do that helped me fall down the rabbit hole to where I am today. So where I am today is partly in response to the work that he set forward, and I gotta let him know. I took the chance to let him know in person, and I'll let him know again that I appreciate it. So, Eric Gao, I don't think I ever saw this guy not smiling the entire weekend, all the way up to the point where we were actually at a casino experience, and he's a natural at craps. We got to play a little together. Eric is awesome, man. He's a great, fun, great guy to hang out with, and I appreciate being able to meet him. He's got great content, and he actually segues out to some other general personal finance stuff that I think would interest anybody in the community. Now, what kind of list would this be without Dugras with Dugras Reports? I had to try it. I was really looking forward to meeting him, and I gotta say, he didn't disappoint. I was able to actually have dinner with Dugras, and we were able to just have a great conversation, man. He's a really cool guy, and honestly, throughout this time that I've been on YouTube, he's a channel that I have actually communicated with on numerous occasions, and the time was not wasted. I appreciate your growth, and I appreciate your knowledge and your point of view on credit, points and travel, and I appreciate you taking the time to actually sit down and just have a real conversation with me. You and your brother-in-law, gotta tell you, man, you guys are excellent. I am happy to have met you. Now, to one of my guys, my main man, my mellow, my ace, Anthony Venture. First and foremost, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. For you, I wish prosperity and unending success in the new milestone that you undertake while we were in Vegas. If you know, you know. I just don't even think Anthony needs any real introduction, because we've done the Tesla talks. You guys already know, man. That's my main man. And it was great to actually finally meet him in person, where everything literally translated over. It's only, he just wasn't on the screen anymore. But Anthony's the only person I knew who actually came to the credit card meetup, ready to talk credit cards, and the way he was dressed, very snappy dresser. He was also ready to sell a house right then and there. So that's just his thing. But very snazzy dresser. And to the organizer, to Luke's Points and Miles, I appreciate you. If you stayed all the way to this point in the video, I appreciate you. I'm just kidding. But Luke, man, we've met before. You were one of the two that I've met before. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you putting it out there, going out, checking out venues, man. You put work into this that is appreciated and will not soon be forgotten, man. And anytime, anywhere. That is what I say to people, and they know what it means instantly. I feel as though, as much as, we've spoken about this, you're going to be big league in this community, whether you like it or not. So why don't you just sit back and enjoy the ride? Now, I want to give a special shout out to two creators who were there. First one is Sebastian Fung of none other than Ask Sebi, and his lovely partner Mandy, who has a page, Mandy Roams. I couldn't believe it, and it was great. And I just want to say thank you for lending some legitimacy to something that we put a lot of work into. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that when you see Sebastian, aka Sebi, in person, he is one of the most down-to-earth people I think I've ever met in my entire life. Given his standing, given his position in the community, he could have been someone totally different or maybe even unfavorable. But no, he spoke with everybody. He took the time. He took pictures. He participated in some of our reindeer games with CJ, of course. But I just want to give a special thanks to you and Mandy for showing up. You guys could have been anywhere, but you chose to be with us, and it's greatly appreciated. Now, the last creator that was there that I actually, put on my list was this guy, Chad's Money Minutes. Let's go ahead and give myself a pat on the back here. I was able to make it. I had fun. I learned a lot. I was able to commiserate with great people. I'm just ultra grateful and ultra thankful that I'm in a position that I was able to do this, get a great redemption, and now I'm back home. And I'm telling you right now, it would be my pleasure to help put another one together. It would be my pleasure to do this again because I have absolutely no regrets from this weekend. So those are all the creators that were there. Those are all the creators and my thoughts about all the creators that were there. Now, here's some other ancillary information. We all met at Italy, which is basically an Italian open-air food space with Italian-themed restaurants, and I think everybody had a great time. I was able to get some stone-fired pizza with Matt Welter, and we shared that. You know what I mean? He's really super nice guy before everything started. Also, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to all the subscribers that came out. Like Big Ed, Narayan, like these are people that when you talk to, you got to understand that viewers can quickly turn into subscribers who can then quickly turn into creators. And I think that we created an atmosphere that fostered that. And honestly, you guys are just awesome because none of us would be where we are without each and every one of you. And like I said before in my live stream when I got there, remember, I don't have a few milestones. At this point, I have 3,210 milestones. Every single one of you as a subscriber is a milestone for which I am grateful. So thank you so much for the subscribers who came from as far away as Miami, from all parts of the US in order to come and hang out with us. We had almost 50 people there, so it was pretty awesome. But as with all exciting things, there's always a day after, and pretty much the day after was spent with creators just exploring the Vegas Strip. We had a lot of first-time Vegas visitors, and we got to walk around and see some of the sights of Las Vegas, and I was really thankful for that. And in that way, we could experience each other and hanging out on a more personal level, as opposed to it being, an organized thing that we were doing at Italy. So I have to say, I was really grateful for that. And to be included in that was amazing. I feel as though I've made a couple of lifelong friends. I would hope that they would feel the same. And honestly, that's pretty much all I can say about the weekend, but I could not let a day go by without me telling you guys about the most awesome meetup that I think I've ever been a part of. As you can see, got back into town. I didn't even shave. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that's where I'm coming from with this. And I look forward to everything that the credit card space has to offer. And as I always say, I'm not going to babble anymore, but I will catch you guys in the next one.